At 4:30 in the morning, before Tokyo wakes up, before the trains hum, before the vending machines blink on, teenage boys weighing over 300 pounds are already slamming into each other in complete silence. Bare feet against wood, bodies colliding, breathing heavy in the dark. No music, no cheering crowd, no cameras, just discipline. No breakfast, no privacy, no normal life. This is what it is actually like to be a Japanese sumo wrestler. Now imagine you are 17 years old. You leave home. You move into a house with men you have never met. You shave your head. You give up normal school life. No hanging out with friends. No dating. No late nights on your phone. Your body becomes your job. You wake up sore every day. Your feet crack from the wooden floors. Your shoulders burn. Your lower back never fully recovers. You are at the bottom of the hierarchy. You speak last. You eat last. You sleep in shared rooms. And when you step into the ring, no one cares how young you are. You either stand your ground or you are thrown out in seconds. For many recruits, the first year is the hardest. Not because of the training, but because of the loneliness. You are surrounded by people, but you have never felt more isolated. And quitting, that means going home having failed publicly, so you stay. Most people see sumo as a sport. Two massive men, a circular ring, 10 seconds of explosive force. But sumo is not just a sport, it is a hierarchy system. A lifestyle contract, a near monastic discipline that begins in your teens and can end before you are 30. You do not just train to become a sumo wrestler. You surrender your life to it, and the deeper you go, the more brutal it becomes. The discipline, the rules, the food, the hierarchy, and the cost. Because what happens behind closed stable doors is something most tourists, and even most Japanese, never see. Sumo wrestlers live in training houses called heya, not apartments, not dorms, houses. And inside those houses, hierarchy rules everything. The youngest wrestlers wake up first. They clean, they sweep, they prepare the training space. Only then does training begin. No breakfast. That surprises people. In most athletic systems, breakfast fuels performance. In sumo, they skip it intentionally. Training happens on an empty stomach for hours. Shiko stomps, leg lifts, push drills, full body clashes over and over, sweat pools on wooden floors. The senior wrestlers dominate the ring. The juniors absorb punishment. There are no weight classes in professional sumo. If you're smaller, you survive. If you're bigger, you impose. And during these sessions, hierarchy is visible. Lower-ranked wrestlers do not question seniors. They endure. Because in sumo, respect is not discussed. It is enforced through structure. But the training is only half of it. The real shock comes later. People assume sumo wrestlers are simply overeating, that they wake up and stuff themselves constantly. But the weight gain is strategic. After morning training, they eat their first meal of the day, and it is enormous. The dish is called chanko nabe. It is a massive hot pot filled with protein, chicken, fish, tofu, vegetables, and broth, with bowls of rice stacked high. Sometimes beer, sometimes multiple servings. A single wrestler may consume 5,000 to 7,000 calories in a day. But here's the part that shocks most people. After eating, they sleep immediately. Why? Because training on an empty stomach slows metabolism, and sleeping after overeating encourages weight gain. It is calculated, engineered mass. The goal is not just strength, it is size. In sumo, weight is a weapon, but that weapon comes at a cost. Former wrestlers often struggle with diabetes, heart disease, and joint damage. Many careers end early, and retirement can be brutal, physically and financially. Being a sumo wrestler means living inside a body that doesn't move like everyone else's. Airplane seats don't fit comfortably. Train rides draw stairs. Walking upstairs is heavy. Every joint carries more weight than it was designed for. But here's the contradiction. Underneath the size is extreme athleticism, flexibility, explosive speed, balance that defies physics. The public sees mass. Other wrestlers see precision. But maintaining that size isn't easy. Inside a heya, rank determines everything. Where you sleep, what you eat, and who serves you. Junior wrestlers cook for seniors, wash their clothes, prepare their baths, and serve their meals. They also eat last. This is not hazing, it is tradition. Sumo is one of the most hierarchical systems in Japan. Your rank is public, and after every tournament rankings are updated. If you lose, you drop. If you win, you climb. The difference between ranks is not just pride, it is lifestyle. Top division wrestlers earn salaries. Lower ranked wrestlers receive allowances. Top wrestlers can marry freely. Lower ranked wrestlers traditionally require permission. And then there are the public rules. Sumo wrestlers must wear traditional clothing in public, kimono, top knots, and sandals. They are not allowed to drive cars. Even outside the ring, they represent tradition. You do not clock out of being a sumo wrestler. You live it. But living inside such a rigid system can create pressure. And pressure, over time, builds cracks. Sumo has faced controversy. There have been hazing scandals, incidents of abuse, investigations into power misuse. When you build a system around hierarchy and silence, problems can go unseen. Injuries are common. Concussions, torn ligaments, chronic joint damage. Matches are explosive, sometimes decided in seconds. And one wrong landing can end everything. The average sumo career is short. Many retire before 30. And unlike global sports leagues, international fame is limited. Sumo is deeply Japanese, which means outside Japan, few understand what these athletes sacrifice. But despite the pressure, despite the physical toll, despite the rigid lifestyle, thousands still dream of entering the ring. Why? Because sumo isn't just a sport, it's heritage. It dates back over 1,000 years. Originally performed as ritual for Shinto gods, the ring, the dohyo, is considered sacred. Salt is thrown before matches to purify it. The roof above the ring resembles a Shinto shrine. This isn't entertainment, it's ceremony. And reaching the highest rank, yokozuna, is nearly mythic. Only a handful exist at any time. To become yokozuna, you must dominate tournaments consistently, but performance isn't enough. You must display dignity, composure, character. If a yokozuna behaves poorly, retirement is expected. Because the rank isn't just about winning, it's about embodying tradition. And that prestige, it lasts forever. Former yokozuna are remembered for generations, statues, ceremonies, legacy. For some, that honor outweighs the sacrifice. But sumo is changing. Modern Japan is shifting. Younger generations are less drawn to rigid systems. Recruitment has become harder. Interestingly, many top wrestlers in recent years have come from Mongolia. Foreign wrestlers now sometimes dominate the rankings, and that has sparked debate. Is sumo becoming global, or is it losing its cultural identity? There's also ongoing controversy about women. Traditionally, women are not allowed to enter the dohyo, rooted in ancient beliefs about purity. Modern critics question whether tradition should evolve. Sumo stands at a crossroads: preserve ritual strictly or adapt to survive. And yet, every morning at 4:30, the training continues. Before Tokyo wakes, before tourists flood Asakusa, before neon lights fade, inside quiet training houses, teenage boys stomp their feet against wooden floors. They collide, they endure. No breakfast, no shortcuts, no ordinary life. Sumo isn't glamorous. It isn't luxury. It isn't spectacle. It's repetition, hierarchy, discipline, and sacrifice. And that's the side of Japan most visitors never see. Not the temples, not the anime, not the sushi counters, but the silent structures. The systems that continue at dawn while the city sleeps. The hidden side. And once you see it, you understand that Japan isn't just modern efficiency and bright lights. Sometimes it's 300 pounds of discipline hitting the floor at sunrise. And tomorrow morning, they'll do it all again. If you want to understand more of the hidden systems behind Japan, the rare experiences, quiet traditions, and cultural layers most travelers miss, you can explore Yura Japan, the Quiet Guide, in the link below. It is a curated deep dive into the side of Japan that does not advertise itself, but defines the country once you learn to see it.